be honest, I'm actually hoping for hookshot. Because I want to see them be able to actually move around the world at least a little bit. And I like the hookshot because it's not a flat-out speed booster like the boots are, but, you know, it can help your speed if you know how to use it properly. So, let's see what we got in the first chest.
Professor. Professor.
Yeah.
Red mail is for cowards.
Red mail is for cowards? What?
Red mail is apparently for cowards. That's what the uncle says.
Oh, gosh, jeez. Red mail is for cowards. Well, here we go. They're going to go ahead and go up, right up to the escape portion of here. So, Rick, what is your favorite phrase to say during this escape portion? Just wondering.
Butter.
Butter? Butter it is, then. Alright, so they go ahead and grab the fighter sword. Let's see if Ninjembro or Newbie are going to go ahead and fight off a couple enemies. Hopefully they'll pick up a couple bombs. Rick's usual blah 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 goes here. Oh, just a green rupee in the first chest. That's a shame.
One of the two they're going to find in this game. So remember, we said to the chat before we ended up doing this start of this race that we were going to give them what was in the first chest. So whose piece of heart should we have to grab? Ninjembro's or Newbie404s to get to the 1,000 people that are here with us?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking they might need it here, just to be honest. I don't know.
Ninjembro gets the first bomb drop.
Yeah, nice 4 bombs there. That'll give him enough to be able to finish up escape, and that'll also give him enough to go through Kakariko Village as well.
Silver arrows!
Silver arrows early. So as soon as they find the bow, that's going to help them go really quick through a lot of these enemies here. Of course, you know, as soon as they find the bow.
Where's that bow? We have no clue where it is. We just know it's required.
Exactly.
Because of two infamous rooms in Ganon's Tower that definitely make it guaranteed that you need it every single time. So, bomb increase. Well, that's Newbie's first bomb, actually. Remember that we're dealing with the old 18 logic that gave you a single bomb if you got a 5 bomb increase.
Yeah, and that's actually really useful for Newbie because he's actually going to be able to go through this a little bit faster. I mean, if he wants more bombs, that's fine, but he's not actually forced to destroy, you know, too many more enemies if he doesn't want that.
He may try to get... Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
4-pack.
Of course, there he goes.
Well, the whole idea is that you're going to want to do it in order to take care of things in Kakariko Village afterwards without spending the 50 rupees to buy it. And Newbie's got to be careful. Oof. He does get the ball and chain guy down.
Yeah, Ninjembro having a much better time of it, being able to go ahead and take him out without taking any damage here.
So Newbie's going to have to grab the heart out of the pot, and that allows Ninjembro to tighten up the gap just a little bit here. And, you know, 3 minutes in, we're really not worried where these guys are, and they could be in sync all they want.
Yeah, because it's really going to come down to which route they take after, you know, they exit the escape portion and, you know, what order they go ahead and do Kakariko.
So which way will it go after Kakariko?
I'm sorry, say that again?
So which way will they go after Kakariko?
Well, traditionally, I would think they'd go ahead and check the Lumberjack Cave and then go to the Lost Woods area to find out what that free item is. However, you know, you never know what they're going to do. I mean, you might have someone skip the tear chest, but I don't think anyone's going to do that after, you know, that happened.
I don't know. We'll see how these guys do later on.
Yep.
So again, you know, we could talk about all the stuff that they're doing right now. I think the most interesting part will come about 59 minutes in.
59 minutes in? Why 59 minutes in? Just because that's where the Law and Order twist happens?
Yes, that's correct. That's what I'm calling right now. That's where this whole thing is going to go. 59 minutes in is where this entire chain will completely go in a different direction.
Got it. Well, we'll go ahead and keep that on tracker and see how we can do with that.
For all we know, 59 minutes in, we could be on go mode.
That's a good point, yeah. Now, I'm not sure, go mode's gonna actually, change things, to be honest. Or if they get go mode at 59 minutes, man, that would be a heck of a prophecy there.
Want to take it over for me for just a moment here, Professor Chuckles, as they make their way towards the sanctuary?
Absolutely. So, Ninjembro's going to be the first one to go ahead and figure out what's in those bomb caves over here in the sanctuary. Let's see what we got. We've got a red rupee, 20 bucks, the single arrow, and, of course, a burrito.
Single arrow, yay!
Single arrow hype. Ninjembro's opting to go ahead and take the northern route with a bomb. Not sure if that's actually faster or not. I honestly don't know. Newbie just a couple seconds behind, going ahead and taking the southern route. Go ahead and picking up those extra arrows that he had gotten last time. Chad is very happy about the single arrow hype. Everyone loving that.
I think we'll go ahead and get ourselves taken care of here. We're working on getting the tracker all situated. All we know right now is we found the cane of Berna and the sanctuary, and we found the silver arrows a little bit ago.
Yep, so we got the Brian cane, we've got the silver arrows, and let's go ahead and see where Ninjembro is going to head out. He is heading, well, obviously out of Sanctuary.
41 rupees, so this is an interesting decision, but I'm thinking he's going to go ahead and try to tug on the tree, see if he can't get some lucky rupee drops.
Yeah, lucky rupees, he's definitely going to need those, because you want to have at least 100 to buy that, whatever the bottle may be, and he finds a bunch of bombs instead. Now, as it is, Ninjembro and Newbie are both maxed out on bombs at 15 right now. Let's go ahead and see what the Lumberjack Cave has in store to see if Aghanim is going to be immediately required. And, ooh, just a really, really
There's
cheap...
the other single rupee.
That's right, that is the other single rupee, that's right. So, Aghanim not immediately required, and Newbie finds in the Lost Woods a couple of arrows.
I do want to point out, Newbie did not check the Lumberjack tree, so he might be running that in a little bit later, but he's not missing out on much.
Alright, Chad is wondering if Aga is totally required because of the single rupee here.
No, Chad wants required.
Oh, they want Aga required, exactly, just because of that. Now, Newbie doesn't know that, so we'll go ahead and figure out what's going on with if he wants to head back there, or maybe he's banking on Aghanim not being required. Might be one of the last few things he checks. And with that time saver of not checking Lumberjack Cave, Newbie's going to be the first one to go ahead and head into a Blind's hut in the light world here. So we're going to go ahead and see what is in here. We've got... Let's see here. $5, 20 bucks. All right, a little bit more money. Another 20 bucks. That's nice. They're getting up close to that 100 that they need. A couple of arrows. Nothing too much in, the way of actually useful items. However, now they're going to actually have enough money to buy that bottle area. And, of course, a trio of bombs.
Well, that's really good because, hey, you want to leave here, you get as much as you possibly can done here in Kakariko Village.
Yeah, you want to get at least that 100, most definitely, because you at least want 100 to buy to go to the bottle salesman and hopefully learn some life lessons, but who knows. I'm going to go ahead and Newbie's going to check out the well here. And first in the well is some more arrows. Jeez. Not many items here, to be honest. Another piece of heart for Newbie. The only things we found so far are useful silver arrows in the cane of Berna, but to be honest, there hasn't been much else.
Yeah, there's nothing here that progresses this race at this point. Like, there's nothing that will say, hey, you need to go to this place next. Although, no, that's only 50 rupees. That's a bad business decision.
Oh, man, ouch. Maybe he should have known what he was going to buy before he actually spent the money on it, Of course, but you got to pay the 100 rupees just to see what's for sale.
Newbie blowing himself up just a little bit to find a life extender.
Exactly, yeah. He took some damage, but apparently got it all back, so not a big deal. They do not have bow. The only thing we have is silver arrows and the blue cane. That's all we got so far.
We do thank Emma for stepping in here and helping us with the tracker as we got everything all situated here. So, let's see. No bottle to check the sick kid. Let's head on over to the library and see what you can bonk into later on this seed.
No. The lumberjack item was a single rupee, for those of you in chat. And of course,
50 rupees in the library.
Exactly. So this has turned out to be a cash everywhere early seed. It's kind of interesting. There's just a lot of cash early.
But not really all that much, considering the fact they only have 97 rupees.
Oh, early hook shot. Yes. Hook shot is in the maze.
Well, you did ask.
I was hoping for it. I was hoping for a little bit of a speed extender. So this will help them go a little bit faster. But again, right now, it doesn't help them progress anywhere.
That would be good if they find the Titan's Mitt or the Power Glove soon.
Yeah, because then with the Titan's Mitt or Power Glove, they'll be able to get up towards Death Mountain, and then they'll be able to actually get to the eastern part of the mountain as well with the hook shot.
Where 7 items exist.
Exactly, 7 items. Oh, you can have this trash. Go ahead and have, all of this stuff. And Chad is also saying you can use the flute as well. So if they find the flute early, or the mitts, or the gloves, they can head up to Death Mountain. That's absolutely correct. Thank you, Chad.
My name is Adirondack Rick. This is Professor Chuckles. We're not in the name of DT. There's no flute that exists here.
I'm sorry, what flute? Huh? What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. No. Newbie's going to go ahead and check out the Watergate here and see what we have.
And Ninjembro's going to go ahead and follow suit and do the same thing. It doesn't surprise me. The route's going to be pretty much linear for a little while until we get to a separation point.
Yep, Newbie tries the hook shot trick with the blocks and barely does not get it. So close on that one.
Let's see if Ninjembro is able to pick it up, because that could get him to save a couple of seconds. And he does, and magic powder.
Ooh, powder early. That's interesting. That'll actually be able to, that'll enable them to pick up a lot of fairies later on when they need them, as well as when they get the hammer. That'll give them the bat cave.
And both of them deciding to skip over the 20 rupees. Says, nope, I don't want that. Let's go ahead and see what the Light World Hype Cave, aka the Mini Moldern Cave, has in store for us. Now, I'm surprised Newbie isn't switching over to the hookshot, and Ninjembro is. Because that would make these molders a little easier.
Would make it a lot faster, yeah. Newbie now goes ahead and goes to the hookshot after trying a couple bombs. And turns out that hookshot is actually... Well, Newbie's still having some trouble here, and Ninjembro's going to go ahead and take the lead here. Ooh, Tempered Sword and mitts.
There we go.
Crap. White World Hype Cave is hype.
So the Titan's Mitt, as we mentioned before, that allows them to get up to Death Mountain with the hook shot. That gives them a whole bunch of options, and Ninjembro says, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, Ninjembro's going to go ahead. Go ahead.
I think he's going to head up to Death Mountain next.
That's true, and now we finally get our Roots diversion for the first time here. So let's see what Ninjembro's going to do, and I think you're right. He is going to head up to the Death Mountain area, while Newbie is likely, I think he's going for fake flippers here.
Yes, he is. He's got to be careful, though.
Oh, he's got half a heart. Oh, wow.
Once he gets this pulled off, then he'll be perfectly fine. But he just has to be careful with the half heart. Now any shot will kill them, so it doesn't really matter quite as much.
Also, luckily, we'll be able to find out what the item on Lake Hylia is, and it's just a couple bombs, so they're not going to have to worry about that at all.
Are you sure that
they're not going to have to worry about 3 bombs? No, I'm not sure, because, my track record with Commentator's Curse is not good at all for the runners. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's very well possible they could need those 3 bombs later on. Very unlikely, but still.
You never know. All right, let's see what the hobo has. Has a full heart. And just looks like well, actually, I couldn't tell, though.
You know what? Let me just wait a second here. Okay, did give it to the Newbie. Because I thought he had saved quick enough that it wasn't going to give it to him.
Right before it registered. Yeah, I saw that as well. And Ninjembro is able to pick up a blue potion from the old man. So they've at least got the bottle.
That's correct, and that is very important for the sick kid. We'll go ahead and see what he has a little bit later on, but they're probably going to wait until they have some other reason to go back into town for it. Bombo's up on the Spectacle Rock, and Newbie's checking the Lumberjack Cave now.
Ooh, Butter Sword! Oh, that's a nice early Butter Sword right there. See, Newbie's going to go ahead and check Lumberjack here, and then he's going to go ahead, and I'm likely he's going to go ahead and head up to Death Mountain as well. So we basically saved Lumberjack Cave until he was going to be able to do Death Mountain. So, interesting strategy there, to save it till now.
Ninjembro ending up with the Butter Sword. This is just totally the opposite of that race 2 between these guys, where swords were nowhere to be found.
Right, already we found both the Tempered Sword, we already found the Butter Sword early, so right now, they're going to be fine on swords, and we just got to find all the other items.
You know, Butter Sword, they have silver arrows.
They're maxed out on weaponry here. Yeah, they're maxed out on weaponry, which is not bad.
What next? Are we going to find the red mail up here in the one of 8 chests they have access to?
I don't know. Link's uncle said that the red mail's for cowards, so I don't know if I would pick it up. No.
Well, be a coward they will be then.
Yeah, exactly. Oh darn, I'm a coward. At least I'm safe.
Alright, East Death Mountain hype, guys. Let's get it on.
Ninjembro finds, ooh, the fighter shield and ether. Ooh, that'll be useful.
Both of them are very nice to find. The shield, obviously, that would help deflect some shots, and ether, because you never know if that's going to be required.
Right, right now, no one's been to the Dark World yet, obviously, so we don't know what medallions, if any, are going to be required. Now, they've already found ether. We've got, was that a bee in a bottle, or was that a fairy in a bottle? I couldn't tell.
That was just a blank bottle.
Blank bottle, okay, sorry about that. And the hammer!
And there's, the hammer. Now, that's important. The hammer is actually important, because that gives Ninjembro access to the Tower of Hera. We have not seen a map from... I guess we did see a map, because we do have pendants labeled here for Eastern and Desert, and Tower of Hera being one of the 5 and 6 crystals. So that does give him access to the Tower of Hera now.
The other thing it does also is with the hammer, it looks like Ninjembro is going to go ahead and head up to Tower of Hera area. He will also have access to the portal on top of Turtle Rock. So if he actually wants to go to Dark World here, he could find out what the medallion needed is, as well as a couple of other things here.
He's got access also on the south portion too, where he could do the Super Bunny trick.
Absolutely, yeah. Forgot about Super Bunny, that's right. Ninjembro's going to go ahead and go over to Tower of Hera now, and we'll see what we got. Now, the problem... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't blame Ninjembro for making this move, because you want to get this taken care of, but also Spiral Cave makes you have to go back up the mountain again. So let's do this now, and then you can go ahead and check Spiral Cave afterwards.
And you can check a lot of things, absolutely. Now, the one thing that I'm worried about for Ninjembro is they don't have a fire source, so they're not going to be able to check the Tower of Hera basement item if it turns out to be an item.
But with the big key, that means they can finish this dungeon.
Absolutely, yes.
And I think that's more important than being able to check the basement at this point.
Yeah, because it's just one item, and we don't even know if that item in the basement is actually going to be an item or not.
And just to reassure chat here, because they were bringing it up, Super Bunny is a trick. It is just like the fake flippers. It's a sequence break. It is not required to beat the game. It's to kind of see if you couldn't bypass the logic. There's the power glove. Oh, it's so bad. And in the Tower of Hera.
Exactly. It's so bad, especially when they already have the Titan's Mitt. So definitely not what they want here.
So there's no way to get up here without the Titan's Mitt, so that's just absolutely horrible to find.
Ninjembro goes ahead and takes... Oh, he finds the compass, so he's helping to find...
No, he can't. Without a key, Moldern's guaranteed to drop a key.
That's right. Oh, he's going to drop a key, which means they're going to have fire required here. Either fire rod or a lamp. They might have to come back, because they don't know what the item is here. Ugh.
They might opt to do that once they get the book because they can't check the Ether tablet either.
Newbie goes ahead and goes to Spiral Cave, and he's able to find a blue boomerang.
So we're not missing much, and we do get the same information on Newbie's end that we saw in Ninjembro's earlier, and Ninjembro is going to be picking up the key, but crystal number 1 down for him.
And that puts him in the lead for crystals. Then Newbie's going to go ahead and travel all the way back up to where he was previously, because he went ahead and went down to a Spiral Cave.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see if Ninjembro does check the Spiral Cave coming out of here. Now, also, there is another possibility. No, never mind. They don't have the Moon Pearl. I was going to say they could check the Spike Cave, but...
Right, they don't have Moon Pearl. Yeah. I think what Ninjembro's doing is, I think he's saying doing what I was going to do earlier. I think he's going to check out the medallion on Turtle Rock, just to see what it is.
That is a very one... Oh, no, he's just checking the island.
Oh, he's checked the island. Rupees. Got it. Yep. And now he's going to Spiral Cave. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think it would be better to check Turtle Rock if he had the mirror, because then you could easily just travel right back to Light World and not have to worry about anything.
I think that, or if he had the Moon Pearl, so that way he could check the Hookshot Cave.
Right. Also, if he had Moon Pearl, he'd actually be able to open up Turtle Rock as well, if he had that.
Now, Ninjembro ends up picking up the Boomerang, and he's going to go ahead and save and quit, so no Super Bunny from him.
Yep. Newbie is in the middle of Tower of Hera, and he's going to go ahead and find out the same information that we already know earlier, is that he's going to need a fire source, and he might need to come back if they don't find everything.
Now, here's another thing that is coming into line here. Without having the Moon Pearl, without having the bow, without the fire source or the boots, none of the other dungeons are beatable at this moment. Could Aga still be required?
I think it might be, to be perfectly honest. Well, actually, it depends on what we find from Sick Kid, because we haven't checked that yet.
What do you think is going to be at Sick Kid?
Ugh. Honestly, I hope it's something that doesn't progress to C, just because I want them to have to go beat Aghanim, but that's, my horrible thing.
And there's the mushroom! That is extremely interesting!
We got a fetch quest, people. And it's going to be a long walk over there.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's checking the Batcave.
Oh, he can do Batcave. That's right. He now has Hammer. He has the powder. He can go ahead and do that now. That's absolutely right. So, what does the Bat Magic have for Ninjembro today?
Bombs.
Oh, just some bombs. That is disappointing.
Problems against Moldern, but gets him tackled. He is down, and he'll get his key. Sorry. As Ninjembro here, starting at the Sanctuary, tells me one big thing. He's going to see where this progressive logic takes him. Or rather, this progression takes him. He's gonna go check to see what that mushroom yields.
Yep. And while he's up there, he, oh gosh, you know what? For all the money we've seen and everything else, it actually hasn't been that much. He has no real chance of checking, Zora right now, because he's only got 139 rupees. That's nowhere near the 500 he actually needs.
Yeah, you haven't seen any of the 300s come into play, one of the 4 that are available in this game. So there's a little bit of money still to be found. And wouldn't this be something that this is 300 rupees right here?
I know, that would be interesting, because then they'd be, what, 61 rupees short? They'd have to do a little bit of grinding or find one of the nice things or whatnot.
Oh, the bow!
They've got the bow. Well, that'll help them progress then. So now they can do Eastern. However, Eastern is just a regular pendant. It does have 3 items, but... Ooh, do you really want to do that?
Let's see where Ninjembro ends up heading to. I think he might be thinking about it, at least checking Sarasula in addition to it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you want to text Sarasula because that's, what, 3 items. And then you can do Eastern for 3 items if you want. That might be faster, that might progress you faster than, because if you think about it, if they go ahead and go do Aghanim, that would be only for the 1 item that's on the pyramid, and that's it. So let's go ahead and see what is behind Sahasrara's cave here.
We'll find out on frame 75. Oh, there's the cave. We don't know what's in that middle chest, and on the right side is rupees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, cape's helpful. It'll help you, I guess, get through to Aghanim, but we already have the butter sword for that. It'll help you through the bumper cave later on in Dark World, but to be honest, we're nowhere near that yet.
So I guess we'll figure out at some point in time what was in there, but I don't see anything that has shown in Jembro calling off this push to go into Eastern.
The second item in Sahasrara's cave is a secret to everybody. Thank you, Talfon.
I don't know. I have no clue. We'll
Right.
probably find out here from Newbie, who's heading over there right now.
Right, exactly. Then Jembro's dodging the bowling alley here.
They're saying based on the rupee count, it was a red rupee. So good,
that makes sense.
good look from our eyes in the sky. There's the big key. We do get to see that in its full glory.
Then Jembro barely dodges the giant bowling ball.
I can make a joke, but it's not worth it. And yet, that it was. We do
Yep.
see the confirmation on Newbie's end.
Yes.
And
So,
nothing. Yeah, nothing good there.
Yeah, hookshot enables them to skip a whole, section of that room or whatnot, but again, no real help. And also another thing, they still have not found a 300 rupee item, which means they still are short on rupees for Zora, which is, I would think, what you would want to do after you do this northeast side of Hyrule here.
So there still is a possibility, by the way, that Aghanim is going to be required. Ninjembro not getting the skip. And the map find on Ninjembro.
And the
At least
burrito.
we're getting to see what's in the chests.
Yeah, I know, we're getting a little bit lucky on the frames on that.
Zero Rush with a interesting thought that it was actually in my head a little bit ago. Find a piece of heart, that would be the second item in the Eastern Palace. But an interesting thought that was in my head that the logic did want them to venture into Pod after defeating Aghanim.
It's true, yeah.
But that all depends what's on that pyramid ledge. Could that be where the Moon Pearl is?
Yeah, I know, that's the one thing I'm wondering here. Because all of this is coming down to where is the Moon Pearl, because right now, they don't have the book to enter Desert. They went into Hera, but they're missing one item from Hera. So I think the big item that's going to put most of this away is the book. That's what I'm thinking. Because once they find the book, they have the They have Ether Tablet available up near Hera. They'll have sorry. They're going to have obviously Desert Palace
Compass.
available. Wow, geez, Compass.
So-
no items at all in here.
So that means the Armos Knights will have the last item of this dungeon.
Right.
So here's the thing. After they're done with this, there are only two possibilities left. The Ice Rod Cave, which nobody checked, or
Ice Rod Cave.
Agina's.
Oh, or Aghanim Escape, that's absolutely right. Or the pyramid, if they want to do that. But obviously, going through to beat Aghanim, that's going to take a long time to do.
Right, that's what I was meaning, is that those were the only two options.
Only two
outside
options other than Aghanim, absolutely. So,
Aghanim. Oh yeah, Zora's a possibility if they can ever get some rupees. I'm surprised.
Zora. Yeah, if
I'm
they can ever
surprised.
find the 500.
Ninjembro didn't have to go through the 90 rupee room.
Ooh, that would actually be really useful here.
Now don't forget, they do have that one spot near the desert that they could actually do for farming too.
And Ninjembro also doesn't take those 5 rupees. He's not worried about farming rupees at all, it doesn't look like.
Alright. We'll see on slide 83 whether or not these Armos Knights drop anything good.
Oh,
It's just a
Piece of heart. Oh, sadly, a completely useless Eastern Palace. Ouch. Well, they've got the red pendant now. That will help them if we actually have a pedestal required seed.
It's still possible with 2 light road dungeons.
Absolutely. Alright, where is Ninjembro off to now? Looks like he's going south.
Yeah, but which way does he go?
He's going towards Ice Rod. Yeah, he's going to Ice Rod. Yep.
Oh, he could pull up the hook shot to make this just a little faster by a fraction.
Right, I was actually hoping that that the players, if they got hookshot early, which they did, that they would actually you know, smartly use hookshot as much as possible to try and speed up their progress if they were able to. It is a little tricky to use, but otherwise. Oh, good point. Ninjembro hasn't done a Hobo Cave under the bridge.
But you also got to remember that he knows that the Hobo will not progress the seed at this current moment either, so... Because
he doesn't have flippers, it's a sequence break, absolutely.
So Newbie going up against the Armos Knights, he'll get his piece of heart and be out of the Eastern Palace. What are we going to find in the Ice Rod Cave? Chuckles?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, another piece of heart. They're finding pieces of heart all over the place here.
So here's the story now. Only two possibilities based on the current, based on the no glitched logic here to move this seed along. Where is it?
Yeah, because there's what? It's Zora is the only other option.
Zora or Agina.
Or
that's it.
That's right, Agina. That's true.
Newbie is going somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, where is Newbie going?
Oh, he's going to check the back cave.
Oh, he's going to check back cave. That's absolutely right. Right, he hasn't checked that yet. Ninjembro's going to check out Hobo. Where is he going after this?
That would be a very good question here, because again, there's only two possibilities, and that second possibility... Oh, Ninjembro had to be careful there. That arrow came awfully close, and that would be a one-hit knockout.
I know. That was really close. He's dodging all Matrix moves here. And then Ninjembro finds
the unfortunate heart
full
container pickup.
Did he, did he save before it clicked? Did he do the same thing? I couldn't tell. He still got it anyway. I was just... Oof.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's one to exhaust all options, so he's off to go visit Agina.
And let's find out where Newbie's headed towards.
Newbie starting at the house. He's got Ice Rod, Cave, Agina to check, but he's had enough. He's off to Aghanim.
Ooh, this is going to be
Here we go, guys.
All right, so here's our first real gamble for what we have here. Do we go after Aghanim, or do we have to go after Agina? They both start with AG, so who knows? They both start with AG. They found the silvers in almost the first chest. That has AG in it. Oh my gosh, conspiracy confirmed.
This scene was telling them to come on over and visit Aghanim.
The desert has, on the ledge, $20. So another red rupee for this seed.
It could be telling them to go visit Agina. Wouldn't this be something if Agina has something? Alright guys, we're going to find out who's making the better move right now, Ninjembro or Newbie.
Cast your votes now. You have 2 seconds.
Lantern is very interesting.
Lantern.
Of the one chest they had no access to on the Tower of Hera, and Ninjembro's going to seek it out.
Oh my gosh, this is... If there's a useful item in the Tower of Hera in the basement, this has got to be one of the trolliest seeds ever. Oh my gosh.
I think a certain person with 4 letters in his name would beg to differ.
That's definitely true.
So, another big question coming up here, and we'll find out the answer probably when Newbie comes out to the pyramid ledge.
Yeah, who made the actual right decision? Is it going to be Newbie, who's going to fight off Aghanim and see what the heck is going on the pyramid? Basically, is it the pyramid item that's useful? Or is it going to be the Hera basement item that's useful? Or, in a shocking twist, could it be both? Could we actually have, like, one have the flippers, one have the moon pearl?
Watch this shocking twist. it actually would be neither item be useful, and they have to grind up to get the rupees to go visit Zora.
That would be awful. Oh my gosh. See, then I think it would be, really trolly. Because that's just, oh man. Oof.
I think we're going to find out the answer on both ends right about the same time than Ninjembro heading on down to the basement.
Right. Yeah, and with the basement, it's going to take him a little while to go ahead and basically go through that tile room. That's going to be just an annoying time waster, to be honest.
Well, about the same amount of time as it takes for Newbie to go up against Dagenham right now.
Exactly. The chat is calling, I got one guy here who's calling for a 300 rupee basement, which would actually be interesting because then that would mean that the Hera basement would be a lead to go get Zora, which would then lead to who knows what.
So this is, let's find out what it is. Newbie's up against Dagenham. 7-stage fight. We know how this goes. There's one.
And we start the count up. Meanwhile, Ninjembro is able to get past the mini Moldorms, and
so he's going to find out before Newbie's done with Dagenham.
Exactly, find out what's in here, and we've got
a
full heart.
No.
Oh my gosh! Oh. So Ninjembro, I won't say he made the wrong decision because he does have the lamp. However, that gives the advantage to Newbie. Yep. Yeah, Ninjembro's going to go ahead and head up to Aghanim because he knows that that's really the only place left he's got.
Now, what if there's no Moon Pearl here on the ledge?
Oh my gosh.
It's a 1 in 2 chance. If it's not on the ledge, they've got to grind rupees to get it from Zora.
Oh my gosh, that would be awful. All right, what's Newbie going to find here? What's he find? What's it going to be?
More than likely. No, it's the boots! Oh my god!
They can do King's Tomb! They can do King's Tomb!
King's Tomb in the Dash Cave.
Oh my gosh, what? And now with the boots, he's actually going to be able to go a lot faster through the world and everything else. That's going to give him at least a good, I'll say, a couple minutes of dashing here.
Yeah, but he's going to spend that time checking a couple of other possibilities that he's left behind, like, for example, that Ice Rod Cave.
Right, but of course he's actually checking it now that he's got the boots, which is significantly faster.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely a lot faster now than it was when we saw Ninjembro go through there. Okay, where is this Moon Pearl?
Where's the Moon Pearl? Where is it? Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's see here. Where are the possible places right now that they can check? They still can check Zora.
Zora, the King's Tomb, as well as the Dash Cave.
Right, that's right.
Three possibilities.
Cave. Obviously, Chad is voting. I think we've got half for Zora, half for King's Tomb. Let's see what we got. Newbie's going to go ahead and check the Bonk Cave here.
And King's Tomb 2, which he's going to check first.
Yep. King's Tomb first. Got it. I put things in the wrong place.
And I'm here to put things in the right place.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. All right. What does the king hold in his grave?
Bottle!
A bottle. Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
Okay, 1 in 2 chance or something very good here coming up in the Dash Cave.
All right, 1 in 2 chance. Let's see what we get here. Oh my gosh, this seed is amazing. Oh my gosh, I am loving every second of this. This is great. Ninjembro still making his way through Aghanim. He's going to go ahead and get up there right now. In the Bonk Cave is the shovel! The shovel? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Another fetch quest. Oh my gosh.
1 in 2 chance this has something.
Oh my gosh. All right. So he's got the shovel. The shovel he's going to go ahead and check out over here. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Okay, so with the shovel, here's my call right now. He's going to find the book. With the book, he's going to have to check out Aghanim's cave, where he'll find the lamp, and he's actually going to be able to go through and do Desert Palace.
Here we go.
Oh,
piece of heart!
Oh my
god! They gotta get the money for Zora!
They need Zora! They need Zora! Oh my gosh! They have to get 300 rupees! They have to get... Oh my god, they have to grind! This is awful! This is awful! Oh my gosh!
Zora's gonna have the Moon Pearl.
Zora,
None of these guys are anywhere near enough rupees to get it.
Oh my gosh! At least Newbie is going after those 50 rupees though. He's going after those 50. So that'll help him at least. He'll be halfway there. Oh my gosh! So
yeah, halfway there, but a lot of grinding still to go.
Oh my gosh! This is...
Oh, we can get a map though. Oh, Green Pendant is Thieves Town.
Thieves Town is Green Pendant. Interesting. I didn't get a chance to look at the map. Did anyone see what the other number 5 or number 6 crystal was?
We'll get that information soon. We do know Tower of Hera was the one of the two.
Right.
Newbie's heading over to the cave. Now, the other question is would somebody maybe think about doing the Houlihan strap?
Right, yeah.
Oh, how? I don't think these guys wanted this much torture logic by getting the butter, but Newbie's going to go ahead and check Agina's cave. He'll be happy to get the lamp.
Yeah, that'll actually help him. However, here's the thing. Once Newbie has found that, is he then going to go up to Tower of Hera and basically go on a wild goose chase here? Because that's going to take time.
Misery Mire was the other part of that 5-6 combo, by the way.
Got it. Thank you. So now that Newbie's going to find the lamp, he's going to realize that he can now do Tower of Hera. So is he going to waste time doing Tower of Hera?
Oh my god. Will he do that?
Oh my gosh. Well, he hasn't saved and quit yet. So he's thinking of something here.
Did he check to see what was on the desert ledge?
I don't think he did. But honestly, it's not going to help because he can't do that.
No, he's heading right straight for the grind cave.
Okay, there we go. Whew, oh my gosh, this is... Alright, so at 41 minutes and 50 seconds, we're starting the grind. Let's see how long this takes him.
Do 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 do.
Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba ba.
Somebody. I like your idea better.
Oh, Chad is asking that 59 minutes is going to be the moon pearls found. That means we got 17 minutes of grinding here. So we can get your actual 59. So we can get your 59-minute prophecy correct.
So Ninjembro knows his fate too. He's got to do the same grind.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
What we need to do is actually do Pink Floyd's Money.
Money! It's a gas.
Do 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 do. Wow.
Boom 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 boom
Wow.
boom 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 boom. Okay, no, that's enough. Sorry. All right, Newbie now has the requisite 500 at 43 minutes and 6 seconds.
And he's gonna save and quit. He's gonna head on over to the sanctuary.
That was 1 minute and 6
No, he's going up to the Tower of Hera!
Oh my gosh, he's doing Tower of Hera! Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh, he's going. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. He thinks Tower of Hera has it as opposed to Zora after he got the 500 rupees. What?
Oh my
gosh.
god. So Ninjembro here is going to have the lead once after all this is taken care of, because he's going to head on over to the south end of the lake. He's going to do the fake flippers and head up to Zora.
Yep. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh man. I never thought that, this would be this crazy. And here's the thing, we haven't even seen the Dark World yet at all. We still have 7 dungeons to look through.
We have seen the Dark World. We got booze from it.
Right,
that was about 10 seconds worth of it.
Right, we've seen it, but we haven't actually done anything in it whatsoever. That's what I was trying to say.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Thanks, Rick. No.
This is going to be the final grind here for Ninjembro. There it is. There's the save and quit. I think he's just going to head on over to the sanctuary. Newbie's going to get some bad news, but he's going to have to take good care of his health. I don't like the fact that he's down to 1 heart right now.
I just saw
one of those tiles hits him, he's dead.
Oh my gosh. If he dies here, he's gonna have to go through a whole new thing. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Trust.
Oh,
we
Newbie.
know what's going on here.
Oh, Newbie. Why, Newbie? Oh. Newbie takes the hit from the tile and has to go back in again.
Well, at least it was early.
That's true. That's true. Now he's at least got a couple more hearts, so we can go ahead and actually finish this. Ninjembro is gonna check out Zora, which has to have the Moon Pearl.
It has
to have it here.
There is no other thing.
Actually,
tell me what's
no.
on the ledge, because I'm...
Couldn't it be the book, and that would give them access to Desert Palace, which would then have the Moon Pearl? Oh my gosh.
God.
Oh my gosh. Of all the trolly things that can happen, this seed has been perfect. What's on the ledge? We've got just a couple arrows, so we're not going to worry about that
Arrow
at
increase,
all.
that's it.
Right, and they'd have the fire source for desert, so that means they could actually complete desert. So, oh my gosh, if this has a book, this is going to be amazing. If it has Moon Pearl, that's okay. It's all up to what King Zora feels like selling them for 500 rupees. The magic moment, here we go. It's the Moon Pearl. They've got it.
There we go.
So now that Ninjembro has the Moon Pearl, he's got a ton of stuff open to him now. He can go ahead and go to Dark World. He can go and figure out... He can go to Thieves Town and go ahead and grab that, the green pendant if he feels like it, along with the, the 4 items that are in there. So let's go ahead and see what Ninjembro feels like doing.
Just based on how he's starting this, it looks like he's starting with the Palace of Darkness.
That's a very good point. Yeah, Palace of Darkness, which, yeah, he's got the hammer. He can do everything. Oh, no, he's going to Hype Cave first.
Yeah, he's going to do Hype Cave, but I think he's going to do Palace of Darkness first.
Right.
Oh, he doesn't have enough rupees for that. Never mind.
Oh, that's true. He just spent all of his rupees in grinding and everything else.
Oh!
He finds the blue mail. Ooh,
there's a
nice height.
increase.
Missed the first item.
Yeah, I have no clue what it was.
We got a bomb in.
Newbie dies on 1 hit.
Oh,
he got hit while he
Newbie.
was doing fake flippers.
Oh, no. Does that mean he has to go? Oh, my gosh. He's got to go through Zora all over again.
Yep.
Oh.
A very badly timed death right there. And Ninjembro here. No, he's not going to do Palace of Darkness. He's heading to town.
Yeah, he's going to head to town. He's going to head to Thieves Town. He's going to go ahead and get whatever's in there and the couple of chests that we got there. So that'll actually be useful for him. Also, he'll be able to do the... oh, no, he won't. Never mind. I forget. They don't have mirror yet.
That's correct. The mirror being a big, big item that they need. And a heart
And
container.
Tree Kid has a single heart. They sure are finding all the pieces of heart here, along with a couple of heart containers, which means that leaves actually a couple more items later on in the game, which is interesting. You know, we didn't have too many items early, which leaves more items late, I guess, if that makes sense.
I'm surprised Ninjembro's not doing the digging game.
How much does the digging game cost?
He needs 6 more for that.
6 more to do the digging game? Yeah.
Yeah,
That might
so he
be
doesn't have
why.
enough.
Yeah, he's going to go over to Hammer Cave, it looks like. Yep, Hammer Cave.
Hammer time for him. We'll find out on frame 84 what yields inside.
Yeah, however, once Ninjembro does have enough money to do Hammer Cave... 1 second...
Bombs.
Once he has enough money to do the digging game, he'll actually be able to make money on that, possibly. So, another question that I'm missing, how much does the chest game cost?
He's got enough for that.
Yeah, because that's definitely a way to grind here.
Oh yeah, especially on this logic here, which guaranteed them 100. There's one of
Finally!
the first 300 rupees.
Finally, 300 rupees. Oh my gosh, finally. They have some money. They will actually be able to complete a couple of these quests here. And what does the chest opening game have for us today? We've got
20 rupees.
bucks. Another 20 bucks. Oof.
Alright, we're gonna get a high five from these guys here in town. I wouldn't be surprised if Ninjembro, after checking this cave, has to go into... Oh no, that's right, Thieves Town is a green pendant.
Yeah, it's a green pendant. They might go in for the 4 items, and oh my gosh,
Flippers.
we've got the flippers.
Okay, so we do know, by the way, at this point, that with what they need in this game... Oh, Newbie doesn't have enough rupees for the chess game. Whoops.
Oh, he's way short. Holy crap. Oh, he just needs to go ahead and check the 300 rupee box, though. Just go up.
Yeah, head into the sea cave.
Ninjembro finally takes your advice and goes plays the digging game here.
Flipper pick up there for Newbie. And there's the mirror!
Oh, that's a dirty mirror, though. You gotta shine that up at least a little bit. But now, Ninjembro, oh wow, he's actually gonna go ahead and probably pick up the Breadsmith brother and go ahead and do that. No, he's not. Never mind.
Ninjembro has other plans.
Oh, he's gonna go ahead and hit this cave here. Might as well. And that's correct. With the flippers and the mirror, Swamp Palace can now be completed.
I have no clue what was in there.
I didn't see it either. Jeez.
It must not have been required.
So hopefully next time Ninjembro opens up his item, we might be able to find something.
Well, no,
I didn't catch the rupee count either.
No, it was nothing. Because that was a go in and go out.
Got it. Got it. He didn't even walk in too much. Thank you.
Ninjembro is still going to go check Swamp.
All right. So inside Swamp, Ninjembro's going to be in there. Now, depending on how long this takes him, Ninjembro will likely be in Swamp Palace when 59 minutes occurs.
No, I don't think it'll take that long.
No, it's not going to take him that long. That's true. He'll be exiting Swamp. Maybe going on to the next thing, whatever that happens to be. That's true.
So at this stage in this race right now, we know that the runners need the following items. The fire rod, the ice rod, the flute, and the cane of Samaria. Or if they can't get the flute, they will need the book. Plus whatever medallions are required to get into the Turtle Rock as well as Misery Mire.
Right.
Frame 86 will figure out what Ninjembro has.
Oh my gosh, jeez. Newbie has the other Breadsmith. He's going to go ahead and check out Hammer Cave, and he's going to take him on a little bit of a dash.
A dash for cash?
Dash for cash with a frog in tow? Absolutely.
We'll find out what the Breadsmith has when we get to that point. There's still a strong case for the pedestal being required.
Absolutely. There's a lot of places that have already been checked that don't have anything useful here. All right, let's go ahead and see what the Breadsmith has. $20, as always.
Cash for
like
cash.
Everything in this seed, everything has $20.
Well, that's one thing that VTorp had mentioned before. There's 26 of those in this game, so
Whew.
It's very easy to find those.
You know, we probably should have been, keeping track of how many of those there are, so we can say, okay, there are no more $20 in this game. No.
We have enough going on.
Yep.
Heart container pickup. That's one of the items here in Swamp Palace.
Yep.
Newbie dragging the purple chest.
He's going to go on a little bit of a trek with that purple chest as well. Let's see here. He's probably going to go ahead and check out... Oh, no, he's going to go ahead and check out what Tree Kid has here.
A little bit of love.
Yep. Tree Kid love. Tracker for every chest and event in the game, please. No, thank you. That's enough.
I do want to point out that they do know where the Bombos is, because that was on top of the Spectacle Rock.
Right, they just didn't have mirror yet. Oh, we find out what's in that cave. 10 arrows.
That could be required, by the way, if we don't know where the fire rod turns out.
Oh, oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh, they're going to have to go all the way back up to Hera for that? Oh my gosh. Well, close enough to Hera at least.
This is an incredible seed to begin your Friday night.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go ahead and see what's in the unlockable chest here. And we've got, oh my gosh, another heart.
Another heart.
Another heart. Wow.
So we're probably going to see these routes converge a little bit for right now. Newbie will probably check Hype Cave. No, he's going to go right straight into Swamp first.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and hit
There's the flute.
Oh, Ninjembro finds the flute, so that's one of the items that's going to be nice. That'll be good.
And the big key.
And
so what that does... What does that mean, though? The fact that he picked up the flute, it says there you now have a way to get into desert if you need to visit there.
Right.
But of course, it also gives you access to Misery Mire.
Yeah, it'll give them access to Misery Mire, and not only that, they'll actually be able to find out what medallion is required for Misery Mire.
So at this point in time, there are 4 items that could be in the pedestal that would be required.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
Let's take a look at that. Fire Rod could be there, the Ice Rod, the Quake Medallion, or the Cane of Samaria.
Yes, and given that we found a lot of items...
Oh, never mind, there's the Fire Rod. That was in the first chest. We never saw that
we never saw the Fire Rod.
Because of the skip frames.
Alright, so... cross the Fire Rod off, so I would think that Ninjembro has that as well, because that was in the chest we couldn't see on his, so that's good. Alright, so now we've got what? Ice Rod needed, we've got the Cane of Samaria needed, and also Quake maybe needed. Ninjembro, I don't think he skipped the chest. He didn't skip it, we just missed it because of frames and whatnot.
Yeah. He obviously got it because the chest was open by the time we actually did get the next frame update of his. We did find that their Master Sword was in Swamp Palace, so all 4 swords have been found.
Yeah, all 4 swords found, which is not the same as what happened in their last race.
Yep, were the only sword upgrades we had seen. The Tempered Sword turned out to be in Ganon's Tower. The Butter Sword turned out to be in the Peg Cave, and Newbie was the only one who found a sword upgrade before Ganon's Tower. The Fire Rod was here in Swamp. We saw it in the very first chest.
Yep. Ninjembro going to go ahead and fight Argus here. Anytime I say, oh my gosh, take a drink, you're going to have a lot of trouble then. I do not suggest that drinking game. That is not endorsed by this commentator.
It's neither endorsed by Feasel or Speed Gaming.
Alright, Ninjembro with the gold sword, with the butter sword, he's going to go ahead and take quick work of Argus here. And let's see what the item he has. A blue rupee.
5 rupees. Easy peasy. So, after Ninjembro's done with this, I'm going to assume he will probably... Well, he might head for Skullwoods next, or the Palace of Darkness. Those are the 2 places I think he would head to next. Newbie is going to head for the Dark World Hype Cave.
Oh, that's right. Had he not picked that up yet? I thought he did.
Who's that? Newbie?
Yeah, I guess not. Nope.
He hasn't, because he's still green tunic.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Duh. Looks like Ninjembro's going up to Pod?
Yep, he's heading for the Palace of Darkness. He's got the money to do so now.
That's true. Yeah, he found that nice 300 rupees there.
What a seed, though.
This is crazy. I can't believe that all of the mixing and fetch quests that they had to do everything, and then at the end they actually had to go rupee grinding in order to go get Zora. I'm shocked that they had to basically waste 1 minute and 20 seconds on that. That was out of nowhere.
The bow was the result for turning in the mushroom. It was in the potion shop. And we are now coming across that 59-minute mark, by the way.
59 minutes. Newbie finds the flute.
It's still 58 minutes.
I know. That's true. That's true.
All right, what's downstairs? Could this be my 59-minute redemption?
We'll find out.
No, it's just a key.
That changes everything, Rick. A small key in the basement of Pod. Oh my... Oh.
59 minutes is only important because I said, making a prediction that something big was going to happen at the 59-minute mark that was going to change the course of this race.
I would argue that Newbie finding the flute at roughly 59 minutes, that was close. Maybe. But it didn't really change. No, never mind. Sorry.
It didn't change anything because ninjembro picked it up. I know you're trying to help me out here, but
I'm trying. Throw me a bone here. I'm doing my best. Ninjembro with the silver arrow is making quick work of those mimics there.
well, he's got one more chest he's gonna check before the hour mark.
Uh-oh.
And there's a small key.
And in this one, another small key.
And another key. Sorry, I was wrong.
Oh.
That's it. I'm fired.
Uh-oh, you're fired? Oh man, I don't wanna do all this on my own. Jeez. I need to have Rick with me. Come on. Alright, let's see what the other item in pod is that we have here. And up top we've got another 300 rupees. So Ninjembro's going to go ahead and full on rupees, but there's not really anything he really needs rupees for anymore. I mean, I guess the only thing... Oh, the bug catching net.
There's your game changer right there.
The bug catching net. Well, he'll be able to make a fairy and then catch it in one of the bottles that they actually do have an empty bottle. That's actually... They do have that.
I think they have 2 of them now.
Oh, 2 empty bottles? Oof. It's kind of a shame because you expect them to have, you know, you'd hope that most of the bottles they get actually have stuff in them so they can actually use them.
And, well, let's see. Another small key. I think we've only seen 2 items here in this Palace of Darkness so far.
That sounds about right.
And another small key. That will be the last small key we're going to find. I don't think we found the big key yet, though.
Newbie goes ahead and finishes Argus, so we'll see where he's off to now.
There's the piece of horror, which now fills up his life. I would love to find the book somewhere so we can find out what's in the pedestal.
Oh, I know. I want to see what's in the pedestal. I also just want to see them tackle Desert Palace, just because. I mean, I'd love to see them tackle Desert Palace if they have to, you know, for pedestal reasons. You know, who doesn't want to see pedestal required, right? Oh,
Cane of Samaria!
Cane of Samaria is found in pod, so that means the only items that are possibly left in the pedestal would be the Ice Rod. I mean, only items that would be required left would be the Ice Rod and Quake, if it is needed.
And either player has made it on over to Misery Mire or Turtle Rock, so we don't know if it is required at this point. Ninjembro now knows that the Helmet Star King is going to drop the map. So Newbie is going to go, I would assume, activate the flute.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And maybe just now we will find out what is on over in the Misery Mire area. Find out what medallion is required. At this point in time, Newbie is going to ask that we all please rise. Remove your caps. It's time for the Hyrulean National Anthem. Something swag duck, something something. Something duck, something about having a bill. Ta-da.
That was beautiful. Standing ovation. Standing ovation, Rick. Absolutely beautiful. Ninjembro goes ahead and cracks open the basement of Pod with his arrows, while Newbie goes ahead and goes up to Death Mountain. So what's he going to grab up here of Death Mountain? I'm guessing he's going to try...
He's going to do Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, Hookshot Cave, that's right. I'm just trying to think, because I was like...
He's going to...
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's going to do Eastern Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain now.
Which means he'll also be able to check out Turtle Rock as well to see what's required there. And if he's able to, he'll go ahead and actually open it up, if it's ether required.
And you could also do the Spike Cave, as somebody else has pointed out.
Yep. Yeah, they have cape and boots. They'll be able to make quick work of it. Also, Kane and Brian, if you want to go that route.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ninjembro here taking care of the Helmasar King, I think. There he is, and he'll pick up his burrito for his efforts.
Newbie going ahead and in the Super Bunny Cave, able to find a heart and another $20.
And we are going to find out in the next 30 seconds what is required for Turtle Rock today. And it turns out that is Bombo, so they are going to have to grab that medallion off Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, but that's not going to be that difficult for them because they already know where it is. So that's one part of the puzzle. But now we also need to figure out what is on Misery Mire as well. Which now that Newbie has activated the swag duck here, he'll be able to check that out when he's finished with Hookshot Cave. Nothing real important so far. A couple arrows, yeah. $20, and a piece of heart.
Has turned out to be very, very unimportant this time around, as Ninjembro is about ready to activate the duck.
And again, please stand for the anthem.
Thank you. Newbie's going to go ahead and head on over to Spectacle Rock and barely gets the mirror off before he has to talk to an NPC.
That was really close.
And he is not bothering to check the Spike Cave, which he does have access to. Instead, he's going to go... I don't think he wanted to... Does he want to go here? He didn't look like he wanted to. Ninjembro's going to let us know what we need to get into Misery Mire.
Yeah, we're going to find out if Quake is actually required at all here, because we don't have that yet.
Or not.
Yep, we didn't see it. Never mind. What's in the Mire shed?
A Newbie doing Skullwoods. Oh, there's the red mail and the red boomerang.
All right, so the misery shed was all red here. So let's go ahead and figure out what medallions required.
Oh, Quake!
It is Quake! Oh, all right. So Quake's required, and we still don't know where it is.
And by the way, because of the opening text, that means Ninjembro is a coward.
Book found. Book is in desert, and I'm sorry, Skull Woods. Oh wow! All right, so now that he's got the book, in Skull Woods, I'm sure we're gonna have a pedestal check after this. Given the way this scene has gone, we are gonna have a pedestal check.
Ninjembro's gonna go to Ice Palace next.
Oh wow, we got a huge divergence here. Wow, this is gonna be interesting.
And right now, it is a 3-2 crystal lead here for Ninjembro. I don't know when. Oh, that's both items in fire in Skull Woods. By the way, we just found the red rupee. That's it. Newbie's going to head on over towards the final section.
All right, so Newbie is going to go ahead and just finish off Skull Woods, not caring about anything else.
Okay, so the only options we have for pedestal hype: Ice Rod or the Quake. Ninjembro's still looking for items. He's going to be searching through this Ice Palace. And we find 100 rupees.
100 rupees is a good find, although he already has plenty of rupees. He doesn't really need too much else.
I can only think if he wants to buy potions later on. But
right, exactly.
Even there, he's got all of his required spending done.
Right. The other option is if they need crystals 5 and 6 to find out Fat Fairy, they need a little bit of spending cash for that giant bomb, but they already have plenty enough for that.
And Ninjembro here triggering the switch, heading on down. Newbie wanting to hold on to his magic as long as he possibly can, but gets the green decanted fall, so that kind of helps his magic consumption just a little bit.
Ninjembro coming to everyone's favorite trick here. We're going to go ahead and try the bomb jump across the switch in Ice Palace. Let's see if he gets it the first time.
The IPBJ, and no.
Falls off without shooting the bomb, though, so not too much of a loss. Nope, not the second time either.
Yep. He was a little too low that time. He was just a little too low that time as well. I think he was perfect, and then he fell off.
Right. Newbie going in against
and he's
Mossberg
still
here.
too low.
And I believe that this, like, for me when I was a kid, this was the hardest boss, mainly because of all those spikes just going around everywhere. Alright, don't expect much in the way of the item for the boss here in School Woods, but we're hopefully going to have a pedestal check. So everyone, get those prayers out.
And Ninjembro has just given up. He is going to go change the switch.
Yep, Ninjembro's going to take the long way around.
Alright guys, here we go. It's time for the pedestal height. Two
pedestal
possible items, the Ice Rod or the Quake.
Come on.
Here it is. Your magic power has been doubled.
Double magic. Oh, I was hoping so much.
It's a good item, but not worth going through 3 pendant dungeons.
Not worth going through 3. Now, here's where the rest of our hopes lie. Now we know it's not pedestal required. Could it be green pendant required? Where we have to go meet Shahrazad?
That's still a possibility.
It's the possibility, and I think it's the possibility that we all want to see, whether the Fat Fairy is required, or whether Sahasral is required in this case. Actually, give me a second. Misery Mire is the other crystal. So if the Fat Fairy is required, that means that it can't be Quake in the Fat Fairy.
Yeah, but it could be the Ice Rod.
It could be the Ice Rod, that's true. Because the Ice Rod can be pretty much anywhere.
This is another interesting seed, though. I mean, we had this completely start by the complete bonkers wear-around path that resulted in these guys entering and exiting the cave about 16 different times to get 500 rupees.
I know. That was... that's got to be the moment of this race here, just realizing that they actually have to go through a complete grind just to do that. Newbie's in pod now, while Ninjembro's trying to finish up Ice Palace here. And of course, Ninjembro had to take up some extra time getting all the items here and whatnot, but also because he had to wasn't able to do the bomb skip here.
Yeah, but with the Cane of Samara, he's going to be able to wrap things up pretty nicely if he wants to. But yeah, this is an annoying search for him at this point.
Yeah, having to do basically 100% of Ice Palace, that's always a long grind no matter what. It's much easier when Ice Palace is in Go mode. Always much easier. Well, hey, always much easier for any palace when you're in Go mode, to be honest.
And at this point in time, these runners are just hoping they don't have to venture into another pendant dungeon.
Right.
Like, the whole going into Eastern Palace turned out to be a dud.
But to be honest, I mean, it was, it's a gamble you have to make at that point, because you can't expect to have to grind for 500, rupees, to be honest.
Yeah, but even there, I'm just surprised nobody opted to go for the free 90 rupees there to help make their life a little easier.
Oh, I know, exactly. Yeah.
But, we all have our different routes, and this was their case, and oh, wow. Ice Palace deciding to be the home of money.
Yeah, exactly.
While catching that pickup for Newbie, he is not that far away from getting the Cane of Samaria. Yeah,
Ninjembro's able to go. Where's Ninjembro going here?
Ooh, uh-oh. I know the problem.
I think he picked the wrong one.
No.
He doesn't have enough magic.
He doesn't have enough magic.
He doesn't have... And he can't do bombos. Oh my gosh, he's not going to be able to do it.
Oh my
Unless
god.
Unless he has the trick with the butter sword. Oh boy, this is going to be... Oh,
he's
he doesn't
not
have the trick.
Be able to finish this fight.
Nope.
No.
Oh man.
That's it. he spent that potion trying to get the ice palace bomb jump.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
when ninjembro needed.
That's gonna give a bunch of time back to Newbie here. Oh my, wow. Did not expect that at all.
And ninjembro heading to town. He's gonna go ahead and head to Skull Woods next.
He's gonna head to Skull Woods. He's gonna have to find some magic pots in there, obviously. He'll be able to find them, I'm sure. But Newbie basically just got a boost because ninjembro just went the entirety of Ice Palace without being able to finish it.
That is big news right there. And again, he's got no magic right now, and he's going to have to get some before the end. Although he does, the runners at this point should know where they can pick up a full decanter in Skull Woods.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's one in Skull Woods. There's also one right outside the isn't there one in the tree right outside the portal almost, I think?
I'm not certain, but
Oh, I'm sorry. That's in Light World. That's in Light World, I think. It's outside of Lost Woods on the left side before you enter Lost Woods. There's a if you ram the tree, there's a full magic bottle. But that's in Light World. That's not in Dark World. That's not actually in Skull Woods, so not as relevant.
and ninjembro does get a little bit of magic, so he will at least have enough. Oh, he gets the decanter. Never mind.
Oh, there we go. All right, so he's going to be fine on magic, at least going through. And hopefully ninjembro is going to also find the book in here. So he's also going to figure out that pedestal is not required here.
I'm certain he did pick up the book. We didn't get to see it, but I'm certain he did.
We'll see it when he switches to Fire Rod here, because he's going to have to switch in, soon.
And don't forget, this is game 3 between these two runners.
Lots of pressure on the line here.
They are done with the tournament. And then Jembro's got to be feeling sick. And he just got... No, he didn't get wall mastered.
Ooh,
the way the frames have been updating it, I almost thought he did.
I saw the frames. It was like, did he just get caught? Did he get
yes,
caught?
he did get
No.
the book.
Yep, ninjembro does have the book, yes. And ninjembro also realizes that he doesn't have to go ahead and get any of the chests either, so he's going to go through right to the boss.
Yeah, the whole thing with the whole Cold Stare fight is you have to have full magic if you don't have the half magic modifier.
Or, the other thing that's also, I think, going to work in Newbie's favor, you could either do Bombos. That also works. Ninjembro doesn't have Bombos yet.
Bombos takes up a lot less than having the Fire Rod, which would allow you to do things like have your cape, your cane of Burna, if you wanted to use it as a safety strap.
Right. Yeah, for me, I would never use Fireball, just for me. Of course, race situations are, their own thing. But just because you have to make sure you hit every single one. Go ahead, Rick.
Guess what? Guess what, Professor?
What's up?
We have a tied race.
Oh my gosh. A tied race all because, of a small thing in Magic. This is, wow.
Now, if I'm Ninjembro, I am going to go, and I'm going to use that flute, buy some potions before going back into the Ice Palace.
I agree. Ninjembro's going to go ahead and check Pedestal here, and he's going to find out that Pedestal has half magic. Newbie is going to go ahead and enter Ice Palace. Now, here, he's going to have to check every single chest here, because he's still looking for stuff.
This is going to come down to who finds the Ice Rod and the Quake first.
Absolutely.
But there are 2 dungeons that these guys can venture into right now. Newbie's in the first of them. Well, 2 crystal dungeons, that is.
Ninjembro just bought 3 potions. 3 blue potions.
As he
so
needed
he
to.
is not going to make that mistake again at all.
But he's going to go up here to Death Mountain. He's going to go ahead and check everything that's up here. Now, you know the difference between Newbie and what Ninjembro is doing right now.
Go ahead.
Newbie did not have the book for when he came up here to get the bombos.
That's right. Which means Ninjembro is going to be able to check the ether tablet.
And that could be another clinching point. Like, there are two items that are in big play right now for both of these runners. And if one of these loose squares happen to have it that the other one hasn't checked, that could be a game changer.
Yeah, that would be the game changer. Sadly, not at 59 minutes, but at what, an hour 25 or so. But still,
Could be. Now,
it's really good. It's really gonna be who finds it first. Because right now, Newbie's gonna take some time going through Ice Palace. Ninjembro has all the time in the world to check the extra things that Newbie may not have checked yet. Now, along with that, Ninjembro will have a quick route through Ice Palace when he actually does it.
yeah, the only unfortunate part is that is going to be a time that's going to come back to haunt him.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
he's going to be feeling sick in about probably 15 minutes from now, thinking he just handed over the race because of that oops.
Yep. Ninjembro realizes that Bombos is needed, and he's going to remember that he saw that over on Spectacle Rock. But first, he's going to check out Hookshot Cave and also be very, very disappointed. One thing of note, Newbie didn't even try to bomb jump here in Ice Palace. He just hit the switch and just went.
The other thing I want to point out about Newbie is that he did not check out Spike Cave when he was over here earlier. That's another loose square.
True. Ooh, jeez. We do know the Misery Mire and Total Rock medallions. Misery Mire is Quake, which has not been found yet. Total Rock is Bombos, which has been found. It is the Spectacle Rock item.
So Ninjembro checking the ether tablet. And this could be a big thing if this turns out to be anything that is important. And we'll find out that it is not required.
Oh, man. Oh, more money. Because what Ninjembro really needs right now is more money.
More money, more problems.
Oh, they're finding all the money, and they've got all the problems in the world right now. Oof.
Alright, Ninjembro picking up the Bombos medallion now that he knows that it's absolutely needed. That's also going to help him out when he gets back to Ice Palace. He's going to go back to the Dark World because he's going to check the Spike Cave.
Right.
Remember, Newbie did not check this.
So this is going to be another gamble on Newbie's end by not checking this. So let's go ahead and see if Ninjembro goes all the way through here. See if he goes ahead and needs a cape for this, or Brian. He's using cape.
Yeah, he's going to wait until he absolutely needs to because this is a save and quit moment. And what's inside? We find a heart container.
Oh my gosh. None of these are paying off at all. Oof. So here's the question we got. Where is Ice Rod? Ice Rod could be anywhere in Total Rock that's not Trinax. It could be anywhere in any of the other dungeons we haven't seen yet. That's a lot of options here.
We haven't checked north of Graveyard either.
No, because they didn't have Mirror. They got Mirror very late.
We haven't checked... did we check Bumper Cave? I don't think we checked Bumper Cave
We haven't
either.
checked Bumper Cave either. Yeah, those are the two other, like, single-item spots. At least that I think. I'm trying to think if there are any others right now. Oh, we got Mimic Cave as well.
Oh, God. Mimic Cave having something important. Where have we seen that happen in this tournament?
Oh, also Catfish.
Oh, goodness. Catfish. Where have we seen
Ninjembro's
that
checking out a Bumper Cave here, and we've got Piece of Heart Vanilla.
When are we going to get to the strawberry flavor?
I think right now what we're seeing is Fudge Ripple, because this is all haywire. Hell, I'm gonna go with a Fudge Ripple with hazelnut because it costs extra, because you had to get those extra 500 rupees before you could do anything.
I'll just go with Chunky Monkey.
That works too. Alright, let's see what we got in the Mirror Cave up here.
Just rupees.
$20 again.
The Fred versus Andy race is scheduled, from what I have heard, was moved to 10 o'clock, so it could be right after this race.
Thank you, Rick. I did not know that.
I didn't see anything official on the schedule about it, but I do believe that that's what they're going to do with this race. Coldsteer is down. Coldsteer has the compass.
Yep. But that puts Newbie in the lead as far as crystals go. He has completed the Ice Palace.
Okay, ninjembro is on to Catfish. Well, we've seen this come into play before. It has had something very important.
Yep.
And when I say Andy, I mean and 4-H, so yes.
Yes. So, Newbie has one more crystal than Ninjembro has. Ninjembro has checked more places, like the different one-off places and whatnot.
I should say
so
the other Andy.
This is going to be interesting.
Catfish has...
Oh,
arrows.
He doesn't want those arrows. Nope, we're not even picking them up. Not even going there. Chad is also reminding us of Checkerboard Cave as well.
I do believe we saw it on Ninjembro's end.
Oh. Okay, I must have missed that then.
Yeah, we did see that in Jembro's end. Newbie's about to get that same information that he does not have the medallion needed to get into Misery-Mar. He's going to get the red mail, though.
Yes.
I think Ninjembro's off to Thieves Town now.
Yeah.
And Newbie gets the information, and he is going to be feeling at this point. And he's going to pop into Desert while he's here.
So we're gonna pop into Desert, and he's just gonna like look around to see what items are in here, just to see what's there. Who knows? He might actually complete the dungeon, maybe for the pendant. I don't know if he was thinking half magic.
Ice Rod!
Ice Rod is in. Oh my gosh! Is the bonk item out of nowhere? Who would have thought to check the bonk item? Just oh my wow! Ice Rod is the bonk item in Desert Palace. Wow. Oh, wow.
And
okay.
that is huge.
That is the first item that's needed for that. So now we've only got one item left required before we're on go mode. We are so close.
And Newbie now does have everything he needs to get through Turtle Rock.
Right. Newbie is just looking for that one extra item here. There's only 2 items in Desert. Let's see what he's got. Nope, still the big key here.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and check the big chest. If he finds item number 2, he's done. If
he's
not,
done, doesn't have to do anything.
Will he go off to the Lamolas?
Well, that depends if he finds something in the big chest, to be honest.
That's correct. If he finds item 2, he won't. But if he doesn't, will he go off against the Lamolas?
It's bombs.
There's item number 2.
All right.
I'm surprised he hasn't mirrored.
There
he goes.
There's the mirror.
Time to leave. You've got everything you need.
So we're gonna have to go see how long it's gonna take Ninjembro to go check out, to be honest, the useless Desert Palace. I only say useless because it's not even a green pendant, it's just a regular pendant.
Ninjembro's going to be checking the Bombos tablet. This is another place that Newbie was unable to check while he was doing his search of the overworld.
Right, Bombos tablet. Oh wow, if this has... Oof. Let's see what it's got first.
300 rupees.
Get more money. Because of course what they need now is all the money. Because, you know, they spent so much time trying to grind out all the 500 rupees they needed. And now, of course, they're just getting all the money they don't need. This seed is such a troll. All the rupees were in the Dark World. That was the problem.
All right, back to Thieves Town does Newbie. The Village of Outcasts. Is he going to Thieves Town?
He's going to Thieves Town. There we go. Newbie's going to Thieves Town. Depending on how things go, because of how trolly this seed is, he might go ahead and actually finish the dungeon just to get that green pendant to see what Scheherazade has for us.
He's going to go ahead and try to see what Sarasota has.
See, I go with Scheherazade, but everyone has their own name for Sahasrara and so forth.
Sarsaparilla.
See here, I've heard Charizard. I've heard mine is Scheherazade.
Charizard.
Charizard, exactly. Oh,
I
Charizard.
choose you.
I choose you to not have an item. I do not want to go through a green pendant required seed. I do not choose you, sir. Also,
arrows, rupees, nothing good yet.
Yep, nothing good. Just a couple of arrows, nothing much. I see Shaq Fu, I see Shazam, Shabalaba Ding Dong. I was just about to say that.
Shaq Fu, really? We're going there?
Oh no, Hilo Steel? Oh, come on. Oh, okay, no. Okay, no, that's way too much.
If you're gonna come up with a fancy name, you could come up with one of those skaters for the hockey teams.
Exactly.
Who would probably have a name close to Sarashla.
Alright. Newbie has a slight lead checking out Thieves Town here.
Well, small lead, but if Newbie finds the Quake, it doesn't really mean
it's
all that
gonna
much.
it's going to be a much bigger lead. Mainly because if Quake happens to be in here and it's found early, Newbie's going to be in go mode, which means he's not going to have to search Misery Mire at all. Whereas Ninjembro doesn't have the Ice Stride yet, he's going to be looking for that.
Well, both of these guys are committed to this dungeon. And our container.
Yep, we got a full heart for Newbie. Gonna go ahead and bomb the floor so Blind can see.
And I believe that is now item number 3 of this dungeon.
Which makes me think, where's the other item? It's either gonna be in the big chest or with the or with Blind, right?
Big chest with blind or the blind drop.
Oh, the blind drop, of course, blind drop. Duh.
We have now found everything but the one item for go mode on Newbie's end. That would be the Quake Medallion, which is required to get into Misery Mire.
And also, another thing, if you think about it, they've actually got 100% items here. If Newbie finds the Quake Medallion, he'll have found every single item, or at least all the upgrades of every single item. Oh wait, nope, we're missing Shield.
There's Quake!
There's Quake! We got go mode.
Mode activated!
We have go mode. We are go for dungeons.
And we have gone out of this dungeon. So 2 of the 3 dungeons, 2 of the 3 pendant dungeons were required.
Wow. Desert was required to at least go in. Eastern Palace was required to... Shoot, why was
Eastern was not
Eastern one
required.
required, no.
But they went into there trying to eliminate
Right,
possibilities that didn't say agony.
Right. So now Newbie's going to go ahead and be in go mode as for Misery Mire, whereas Ninjembro is going to take a little bit extra time killing Blind and finding, to be honest, not much that's useful.
So unfortunately, you want to talk about that moment that was a game changer?
Which one do you think it is? Because I can think of a couple moments, to be honest.
The big one that's coming to my mind is when Ninjembro ran out of magic.
That's what I was thinking as well, yeah. The other one I'm thinking is when Newbie took a gamble just to look at what was in Desert Palace.
Yeah, it's a wise gamble to make right there in Newbie's end. Just the whole thing is that unfortunately, if Ninjembro did not lose all of his magic in Ice Palace, it would be a much closer race at this point.
It would be a much closer race, exactly. However, Newbie is just going to have to go through Misery Mire and Total Rock in go mode, and that is going to be a lot quicker than it normally would be.
So Ninjembro is heading out to the Misery Mire. So, will he check Desert before going in? No, he's not. He's going right straight in.
Oh.
So where's this
He's
big
going straight
key
in.
is going to matter a lot.
Absolutely.
If this is a quick big key, that is it. Like, an early big key pretty much is the nail in the coffin.
Right, exactly. Newbie hasn't found it yet.
And I'm talking big key, I'm talking the last chest that a newbie can check before he can, outside of the big chest. That
Right.
would be the best case scenario here for Ninjembro.
Right, because that's almost a full clear in that sense.
Now this room here with the torches commonly have the big key in the room to the north. Will it this time?
No.
Nope.
Oof. Interesting.
That's the other thing that would play into ninjembro's favor, is if both items are exposed quickly.
That's true. Then he knows he's just looking for keys. He can just go for it, and he's not really having to search for items, and he knows he only has to do a couple things here. Oh! Newbie misses the clip with the fire rod here.
Yep, so he's going to have to do this well, at least that one, the painful way. And the Wizrobes are saying no.
Yep, but he's able to get it in time anyways. Yeah, for chat, who's asking a couple questions about Ice Palace, Ninjembro already full cleared Ice Palace, except he ran out of magic at the boss and was unable to complete it. And that's where a lot of time is being made up from Newbie.
The big key turns out to be in the big key location.
Alright, so we got a vanilla big key. Newbie's going to go ahead and finish up Misery Mire and go through the big key door right up here. Ooh, he's going to go ahead and grab a fairy first. And is he going to grab another one? Nope, never mind. He's already full enough on hearts.
Yeah, he's got 7. He's got all but 3 hearts at this point. I think he's pretty fine at this stage in this race. He's going to go ahead
and pick up the other magic bottles. That'll refill his magic for him. And he's already got the Cane of Samaria out.
And he's got the lamp, which is definitely going to make this a whole lot easier.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that, the lamp is actually really, really useful in Misery Mire. I keep forgetting that. I'm just so used to having it in vanilla, Zelda as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just did my first Dark Misery Mire last night. I know how painful it can be not having it.
Oh, I am sorry, Rick. That is... Oof.
Oh, that it's okay. I didn't die. I came close. I was under 2 hearts. So... You gotta give props to anybody who does Dark Misery Mire.
Oh, absolutely. It is a skill. It is definitely a skill to have for these races.
And Newbie's gotta be careful with his health, down to 2.5 hearts. He should be fine. He's got a whole bunch of potions.
Yep. That's true. I forgot. He does have 3 potions, just in case. One more thing can confirm that Rick did not die. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Newbie's going to go ahead and use cape strats here, it looks like. He's going to go ahead and just dash across. Oh, no, he's just doing...
Yeah, he's just going all sword at it. And 2 silver arrows to knock on down Vitreous. He is down.
Yep.
And Newbie is off to... Total
Rock. There we go. That puts Ninjembro at trying to find the Ice Rod, as well as still needing to finish the Ice Palace.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, Newbie, I don't know if he thinks he's comfortable at this point. He's got to be wondering where Ninjembro is because of how trollish his seed is, but in all essence, outside of the money thing, has this seed really been that difficult?
Outside of money, it's been weird at, there's been a couple different, basically decision trees you could take where you could go one way or the other, but to be honest, they were all kind of interesting. It's not like one person took, one better route or the other. It's just been a lot of different gambles going one way or the other.
And yeah, there actually was a need to do Aghanim because you needed the boots to get... Actually, no, you didn't need the boots.
Yeah, technically, I think if they had just grinded first and done Zora for the Moon Pearl, that would have actually been it, I think. Ninjembro is going to go ahead and use the arrows here instead of the cape strats here.
Over 40 arrows.
Gets through it really fast, too. Whew.
That's perfectly fine. We've got this.
Alright, Newbie's going to go ahead and head up to the Turtle Rock portal spot. And And he's going to go ahead and open up Turtle Rock. Hammers the wrong way first, but that's okay. And we're in the portal. And we're going to go ahead and bombos Turtle Rock to go ahead and go inside.
This is a huge decision here for Ninjembro. Okay, there he goes. He is going into Desert Palace. Once he sees the item on the bonk, he will know he's on go mode. But he's going to be feeling rather sick about it because of what happened to him in Ice Palace.
Yeah, he's going to be a full crystal behind here. Now, it is a go mode crystal, so it's not as bad, but still. And also, one more thing, Ninjembro's going the wrong way for where the ice rod is. Ugh.
Yeah, he went the direction of the key. I think if he got the big key, he would have gone to the left side, but unfortunately, because he got the small key, he opted to, hey, I'm going to go to the right to get the big key.
Oh, man. Well, he's got the big key now, so he's going to go ahead and go that route. There's the mirror. I was waiting for that.
So now once he gets to the dash, the torch, he will know he is on go mode. And there it is, the ice rod pickup for Ninjembro. He will bonk right into it. He will mirror out. That is it. And he will go back into Ice Palace.
Yep. And everyone, Ninjembro is in go mode.
And just feeling awfully bad about what happened to him.
Oh.
About maybe 20 minutes ago now here in this dungeon.
Man.
I do like Newbie's jackpot right now. 777 rupees.
Yeah, that's lucky sevens right there. He's got a good chance at this. Everyone is cheering on Ninjembro to go, 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 go.
Absolutely. And he's going to go really blazing fast through this, just the having to do this all over again. Again,
Absolutely.
This race could have been a whole lot closer.
Oh, absolutely. Newbie's having a little bit of trouble with the chain chomps, but he's able to get through after losing, almost half his life. Ouch.
Well, with the red mail, they still pack a punch, but just think of what the case would be if they didn't have red mail.
Oof.
It would hurt.
Just a little. Just a pinprick.
You get pinched by those guys and tell me it's just a pinch.
Well, it's just a pinch, you know, on... Oh, you mean if I'm not wearing red mail? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Newbie smartly using the powder to go ahead and grab a bunch of fairies. Well, at least two. That'll refill his health up quite a bit. Oh, and he's bunnied.
Yeah, and he does the wise thing by bonking into an enemy to get that taken care of so he can quickly kill this pokey for the key. Add another chance for the
Ninjembro trying to bomb jump again.
And he gets it.
And he's able to get it. Nice.
Yeah, he had the perfect setup that time around. I'm certain he's going, why couldn't I have this set up the first time around? So, the prize for the winner of this race. Okay, Newbie is going, well, I think he made a mistake. He didn't want to go to the right and realized that once the door is shut, he's going to be taking an interesting gamble here.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. He's going to hope that he has enough keys here. Oof.
If there's no small keys in the next 5 chests, this will be time that Newbie's getting back to Ninjembro. There we go. He's safe.
Wow. Whew. That's a gamble.
That's got to be an unpleasant feeling if you don't find a key in that chest, because then you're going through this entire elevator ride. Or not, this isn't an elevator ride, this platform ride. And just going,
this platform.
Please be a key. Please be a key.
Yep, and you have to go through all of it all over again and everything else. Oh, man. Newbie's got all the luck, and I'd like to attribute that to the fact that he has 777 rupees. That's what I'm going to go with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cold stare down here for Ninjembro. He's off to Turtle Rock.
Ninjembro takes his cold revenge.
That was cold as ice. Cold as ice, I say.
I tried to think of one. I couldn't think of it. Darn it. Oh, nuts. I did my one, you did your one. All right, we're good. Unless you have another, please.
Give me about 5 minutes. I'll come up with another one.
5 minutes. Chat, he froze. Nice. Newbie's on Trinex right now. I'm gonna go ahead and he gets that last hit off.
Yeah, thankfully Newbie did purchase some potions before he came in here, so he's good to go. I'm certain he would love to hold on to these potions for Ganon's Tower, but if he has to, he's got it in his arsenal.
Yep.
And Newbie losing as Trinex ended up getting another attack at him before he's able... Newbie, the Ninjembro falling off because of the dead rock. That's not good.
Getting blocked. Oh my gosh. None of the luck here. Ooh.
Oh, I know what happened in Ninjembro. He was still on dash speed, so the minute he was on the ledge, it knocked him off. You can't even hold off there. So,
Exactly.
Newbie404 grabs the crystal. That is crystal number 7. He will be the first one off to Ganon's Tower in an hour 45. Professor Chuckles, you've got an announcement to make.
Yes, so now that we're entering Ganon's Tower, we're going to play everyone's favorite game. There are 22 chests in Ganon's Tower, or 22 places where the big key could be. Please place your votes in the chat. I always go with number 3, which is usually the Bonk Torch. How about you, Rick?
Well, because Newbie ended up grabbing 25 rupees out of that cave to lose his 777, I'm going to go with number 17.
Number 17, all right.
I was going to go with 7 if he still had that number.
If he still had the 777, exactly. Yep.
And the way we play this is it's by the order that they open up the chest or find the torch item. So whatever route they take will determine how we call this.
All right, Newbie's going to go ahead and check out the right side. He's going to at least check the 2 chests here. Let's see if he makes a gamble here. Who knows?
Number 1.
Number 1, piece of heart.
2.
Is a burrito. And he's going to go ahead and go back and check the left side. Normal strats here. No big gambles on the right side.
Right here. Maybe we might see it in a Ninjembro, but we haven't seen a key yet. Number 3.
Number 3 is a key. Darn, I was wrong.
Bye, Bob.
Oh, poor Bob.
We got a couple more rooms until we get to number 4 through 7.
Right. Ninjembro's in Turtle Rock. He's going to go ahead and do the hook shot fire rod tricks here.
Just doesn't realize how far he lost it.
Right.
Number 4
is some cash.
Number 5.
Number 5, arrows.
Number 6
is another small key. They have enough small keys now. Is number 7, some more cash. Jeez.
Nothing good through chests 1 through 7. 8 coming up next. Number 8.
The magic shield. Ooh.
Fireball shield, a nice place to find it here in Ganon's Tower, but it is actually an upgrade at this point.
Exactly. Oh, Newbie almost makes it past, but is unable to make it. There we go. He activated the cane a little bit too early.
And he didn't get the cane. So Mario blocked properly. I don't know if this one's going to be. Yeah, it is. He got it.
There we go.
We're all fine. Good strat there by Ninjembro on the chain chomps.
Ooh, very nice. Didn't get hit that much.
That's right. Bonk into the wall.
Newbie's going to go ahead and Newbie's going to bonk and long jump over.
Number 9
is another small key. We're getting all the keys here.
10 through 13 coming up in the randomizer room. If we don't see it then, we'll come up to 14.
Whew, jeez. Alright. Once we go ahead and basically bomb all these walls here.
Alright, randomizer room. Number 10.
Piece of heart.
11.
Another piece of
12.
heart, which fills him up. Some
13.
arrows. A bunch more cash that he does not need.
Off to number 14, which would be the Bob chest, except for we have killed Bob because we need small keys in this dungeon.
What about Bob? What about Bob?
I'm sorry, we're not watching that movie. We're watching A Link to the Past randomizer race.
Oh, fine, fine, fine.
You guys, if you want to watch on Netflix, you can do it at 12 o'clock after we're done with the next race between Fred and 4H.
Exactly. Which number test are we on right now? The Bob chest, which is 14?
Number 14 is... Come on, newbie, help us out.
Another small key. Oof.
All right, Armos Knight's coming up.
All right, let's see how quick we can do these Armos Knights now that he's got silver arrows now. Well, of course, he had silver arrows the first time, too. But now he's a little bit in Ice Room, but it should be pretty quick.
Yeah, having silver arrows makes this a decent fight.
Yep, there we go. All right.
Compass was in the big chest. Number 15.
Compass.
16.
Another piece of heart.
17, right side.
The last bottle! Alright, so they found the last bottle, they found some, it's a red bottle, so I'll give them hearts, which means they gotta do right side. So, what are the chances they do tile room right away?
Well, if they do tile room, we count that as 18.
Right, I know, but do you think he's gonna go do tile room right now, or is he gonna wait for it?
He might gamble and go for it the way he went for the other thing. And yeah, he's doing tile room.
Tile room. Oh man, here we go.
So again, this will be number 18 by our count. It won't be 22. It's 18 because of the order that they open the chests.
Exactly. He's gonna have to. He's staying in the entrance to the room, which is a smart play. He just has to make sure he dodges that ceiling master right there.
Kills it. Gets out of the way. Waits for a few. Moves out of the way again.
That was
almost
close.
Stepped into it.
Yeah, he either stepped into it or almost got hit into it. Oh man, that would have been. Whew.
Small key pickup there for ninjembro. Big key number 18.
Tile room number 18. He's got it. Oh man, in the tile room. Ouch.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you picked the tile room number 18, chest number 18, you win the prize today, 777 rupees. Some taxes may apply.
Some taxes may apply.
Now, what if ninjembro opts to go right side gamble? This will make this a very interesting race.
Absolutely. Ninjembro's coming up to Trinex right now, so basically he's just going to have to go through Trinex, and if he makes the right gamble and does tile room early, that might be huge.
And that's all up to what ninjembro does. If he opts to go Dark Magician route, that would still save some time.
Right, exactly. What, doing right side first at least?
Yeah, getting the first chest over on the left side up into the Stampos room and then mirroring to do the right side.
Right, exactly. We've got a Gannonball run here. Let's see what we got. And yep, he's able to go through, not running the whole way though, sadly. Newbie's going to opt to go ahead and get some safety fairies here.
A decent choice here. You also can get a magic refill, but he opts not to grab it.
Yeah, his magic actually isn't that bad right now, and there's not many more places that you need it coming up here. You do need a bit for the for Fire Rod. You do need a bit for the Kina Samaria. But otherwise, I think the health was much more important. He was down to like three or four hearts down there. Ninjembro going to go ahead and enter Ganon's tower, and hopefully, we hope that he's going to make the gamble of doing tile room first. Or at least, sooner rather than later.
Newbie almost wrapping up here with the gauntlet. A couple more rooms left to go until he gets to the refights against the Lambolas. And Newbie's done.
Newbie going to go ahead and dash right through, not even worrying about that, and seeing if he can make some quick work of the Lambolas here. Couple sword hits. Oh, the sword beam got it instead of the actual sword. Oh, that's going to slow it down at least a little bit. Another cycle on there.
Yeah, that's the problem with being full health in this game, is the beams.
Yeah, the beams do a fraction of the damage that the actual butter sword does.
Lambolas are down, and Jembro gets his small key. What is he going to do with it? Well, he's going to continue the search of the left-hand side.
Making quick work of those skull wizrobes right there. That's the one thing that always astounds me is that just simple strat using the Cane of Samario. Every time I see it, it's beautiful, and I love it.
Ooh, Newbie unable to get the one cycle taken care of. Opts not to grab that fairy for extra protection.
Yep. Ninjembro is doing the left side. Oh, man.
And gets to this final chest in this room. He is continuing with the left side gamble. And again, pretty much the nail in the coffin came in earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You could attest to how different this race would have been if Ninjembro did not run out of magic before going up against Cold Stare in Ice Palace.
Right. I think another part of it also was that he went trying to find other magic pots and so forth. I'm not sure if there were any others that he could have grabbed though. I think that's part of the issue as well.
There's only 2 small ones you can grab them. Maybe he was trying to hope that those jellies were this seed, part of that jar because of the random enemy groups.
Right, random enemy drops, exactly. Yeah. Newbie's able to get full magic as he goes ahead and faces Trolldorm 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, almost pushed off.
Newbie has had a couple of really interesting Trolldorm fights here.
Really? Oh, wow. He keeps getting pushed. Oh, but he's got it.
He does get it, though.
Whew, that was close. He almost got pushed off 2 or 3 times there in that fight. And run is validated. We got 50 rupees. $50 more to add to Newbie's stash.
Ah, darn it. I wanted to go to Dairy Queen tonight.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not sorry that you wanted to go to Dairy Queen tonight, but you can't? I'm always sad when people don't get ice cream. Come on.
I know. My goodness.
Alright, let's see how quick Newbie can take care of Aghanim 2 here. We've got... Ooh! No
0
hits in the first cycle here.
1.
Ooh, only... Wow, those went all over the place. I thought he was going to get at least 2 there. These are some bad positioning here. Jeez. Just 1 more.
There's 2. He's up to 4.
2. Yep.
He's not going to get 2 on this one.
No.
That's 5.
That's 5. Needs 1 more.
No.
Oh, gosh.
0.
Newbie, come on. Newbie. Thank you.
There we go. That's 6.
All right.
And Ganon is next here for Newbie404.
All right, everyone, thank you for the tracker of the hits 0112101. Whew, that's 7 cycle. Oh my gosh, 7 cycles for Aghanim.
That almost seems like binary code if you didn't have the 2 in there.
If you didn't have the 2, exactly. Perhaps trinary code? Because they just fought Trinax? Whoa.
Whoa. That thinking.
Exactly. All right, Newbie is now on Ganon. Let's see what we got here. He gets in those first couple hits.
6 plus 6 plus 4.
Yep.
And
just as a thing,
Ganon will be soon down to the floor.
Ninjembro is doing Tile Room here, so he's going to go ahead and pick up the big key in here, doing that rather than later, so luckily he's making that gamble correctly.
Yeah, unfortunately this is too little too late for him now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still going to have the whole rest of Ganon's tower to do, as well as, Ganon on top of that.
Newbie going to his potions before we get to the segment of torch lighting.
Yep, he had run out of magic, so he definitely needs that for the lamp or fire rod, depending on how he wants to light these lanterns.
And did you find the arrows in Hyrule Castle? He kind of made it way too simple.
Yep, just a little bit. They were right there.
Tried to get for a triple there, but wasn't able to do so. He'll get a single here over to the corner, and there's the final hit. Ganon is down. Newbie404 will be moving on to the round of 16 to face off against Evil Ash, the #1 seed. Yeah, we'll have your official SRL time.
I do not envy them.
We'll have the official SRL time once he steps into the door. Professor Chuckles, what's that official SRL time?
Newbie404 has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 19 seconds. Congratulations, Newbie. Very nice job. On such a troll seed. Oh, man.
So congratulations to Newbie404. He advances to the round of 16 to face off against Evil Ash 25. Ninjembro, the winner of Group N. Unfortunately, his tournament experience will end tonight.
Oof. That's a rough race. Any way you slice it, that was a rough race.
And we just got the word that Ninjembro will forfeit from the race now that the results have been declared official. And again, we mentioned it before, that Ice Palace mess up there by Ninjembro having problems in the bomb jump first that required him to use that blue potion that came back to haunt him, but he didn't have enough magic for Cold Stare.
Yeah, that is an interesting... It's an interesting chain of events that happened there.
We'll try to see if we can get both of these guys to come on in for a discussion before we get ready for the next race.
Yep, I know Ninjembro's gonna take a little bit. I think he had to restart his computer or something like that. So we'll go ahead and hopefully get them both in here.
And while we're doing that, you can kind of just try to predict how many bonks Newbie404 had. Come on, guys. I do want to see those numbers spreading through the chat. Fast, fast, fast. Come on, get those numbers in.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm expecting kind of some, mid numbers, mainly because they found the boots rather late, I want to say, but I won't say late. They kind of found it mid game, to be honest, because they had to do a lot of the light world in order to actually get to the boots in the first place.
They had 3/4 of the race where they had boots.
Oh, did it happen to be 3/4 of the race? Oh, they got that at 30 minutes in, didn't they?
Yeah, about 30 minutes in.
That sounds about right. I keep on thinking of it in terms of how much they had to do as opposed to how much time it took. Let me put it that way.
And we're going to welcome in Ninjembro here to the conversation. Your thoughts about the race?
I mean, obviously I lost. It is what it is. That was an interesting seed. I was a little upset with the way that I played, and it was irritating to once again have sound issues partway through the run that forced me to completely mute my gameplay, so I couldn't hear any sound cues or anything.
Gotcha.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the big changing moments of the race was when you went down to Cold Stare and didn't have enough magic for it. Your thoughts when you had that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know for sure if I needed full magic, and I was like, I'm really close to full. I think I can get there. And went down, didn't get the 8 shots off, and honestly, at that point in time, I knew that, I was pretty sure I was losing the race right there.
It kind of gave Newbie the opportunity to seize a lead, but he got to Desert Palace before you did and found the ice rod there, and once both of you guys found Quake, he was on go mode, and then you completed Thieves Town. So it pretty much, unfortunately, that Ice Palace incident was a big contributing factor to it, but it is what it is. How about that early part of the seed that forced you guys into grinding for 300 rupees?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that grind was insane. It was the last thing I wanted to do, and then when I realized it was the only thing that I could do, it had to be done.
And we welcome Newbie404 into the conversation. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, Newbie.
Thank you very much, guys.
So we were just talking about the whole incident where both of you guys had to grind 300 rupees to get the item from Zora because you were completely out of options at that point in time. Your thoughts?
I was happy I had the boost by then. That's the only thing I can really say.
It was just nuts seeing both of you guys doing the grind at the exact same time because you had to.
Oh, so we both ended up. At
Oh
the
wow,
same
I didn't know we were
spot.
both right there at the same time.
Yeah, you were both right there grinding at the same time. The one thing that actually shocked me throughout the race was you kept finding items that didn't actually progress the seed. You kept finding fetch quest items, like, oh look, you found the powder, and then you found the mushroom, and then you found the shovel, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? When are they actually gonna find something?
Yeah, and I was playing the seed from the mindset of that logic where you're more likely to find something gated behind a progression item. So
Absolutely. Yeah, we noticed that when you what is it? You found the mushroom and then you went to the witch's hut, and then they had the bow, and then you immediately went to Eastern to see what they had.
yeah, and when I found the lantern, I went all the way back up the Tower of Hera basement.
Oh, I know. Gosh. that lamp was amazing out of nowhere. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, both of you ended up going the same direction in that regards, going up to the Tower of Hera a little bit later on Newbie's end, but it was both parts of the Earth that both of you guys had searched. It just became a battle to figure out where the Quake and the Ice Rod were towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. I was saying newbie before you got here, although you saw it in the IRC chat that my sound started messing up. Like it has twice in the past, now 3 times total, but it fortunately-ish started messing up right as I entered Go mode pretty much. So I didn't really need sound cues, but it was still irritating.
Where did you think you won this race, Newbie?
I honestly have no idea. I really thought I was really behind. I died, I think. Well, I'll find out in a second, but I died quite a few times, so I thought I was really far behind. But now that I actually won, the only thing I could think of is finding the Ice Rod as soon as I did, and then finding Quake as soon as I did.
You found Ice Rod before ninjembro did. Both of you guys were at Thieves Town at the same time, although he had not gotten the Ice Rod, you had. So that was a little bit, but ninjembro did not have enough magic for Cold Stare.
Ooh. Sad face.
Yeah, I mean, after seeing where you got dunned, like, I think that was the big deciding factor was Cold Stare. Because I ended up leaving Ice Palace and not going back until I was in Go mode.
Oh, okay. Well, so I figured that was a pretty close race. It had to have been.
Yeah, it was a very close race for both of you guys. It was an interesting race. Just unfortunate that the one thing in Ice Palace almost came back to haunt you. I mean, you unfortunately had to use up the blue potion because you were running low on life trying to get the Ice Palace bomb jump.
Yeah, and then, of course, when I went back in Go mode, I nailed it first try.
Yeah, I know. I see. Yeah, that's how it is, though. That's what happens every single time.
I actually eventually didn't. I just went and hit the switch and just did Ice Palace the other way.
Right.
So, one thing we're gonna have to get going here fast because there's another race coming up in just a few moments between F. Coughlin and N4H. So, Newbie404, you're now moving on to the round of 16, where you've got a date against the number 1 seed of the tournament, Evil Ash 25. Your thoughts heading into that best of 3 series?
I need to start practicing a lot more.
Yeah, we know it's going to be a lot of fun here for both of you guys. Get it scheduled, get on the schedule, and we'll see if we can't get you some good commentary for that. Good luck to you. And in Jembo, unfortunately, you're now done with the tournament, but your thoughts heading into it, because you said heading into the tournament, you had not done a whole lot of randomizer.
I mean, yeah, I started playing I've never speedrun Link to the Past before, and I started with Randomizer about a week after the Super Bowl, I think it was.
Wow.
So I'm still pretty new to it. I've thought about getting into NMG, or I might just keep doing randomizers or something else. I don't know, but it's been a really fun tournament. It was really exciting to get out of the group stage and get into the bracket, even if I lost my first matchup. But all's well that ends well, and
Oh, absolutely.
it was a really fun time.
I mean, it's anything, to be honest. Congratulations for making it this far, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, some of my friends know, like, I was joking saying, like, I'll be happy to, like, win one match, period.
Right.
Let alone go 4-0 in the groups and force this matchup to a game 3.
Yeah, you ended up getting 5 races all together, and that. Congratulations to you, and anybody you want to thank for your tournament experience?
I mean, really, just all the commentators, everybody that's working behind the scenes to make this tournament happen. I know a lot of work's going into it, especially in the early stages when there were just so many races going on a daily basis, just finding people to do it. And of course, to like the bunch of followers that started following me, I think just because of this tournament. So it's been a real blast, and I think I'll continue playing and try to stay in the community a bit.
Awesome. It's been fun having you in, Jim,
Yep.
All right, anything you want to add here, Professor Chuckles?
I think we're pretty good. I think we need to go ahead and actually get the next race started up. Thank you for racing, guys. Congratulations to Newbie. And let's go ahead and get this set up. Rick?
Yep.
All right, guys. Coming up next, we have the Game 3 match between F. Coughlin and N4H. This is a winner takes all. They will move on to the next round of the tournament. The loser, they are done with the tournament, just like this first match was. So stay tuned for that. We got some great commentary for that. Do also want to plug, also going on at the same time is Wizathon that's going on right now as we speak over on Speed Gaming 2. So check that out every now and then. Do the multi-link, and you can check out both streams at the same time. So that's Wizathon going on at Speed Gaming 2. This race coming up, F. Coughlin and 4H next. We've got Emma and Phantom Brio on the commentary. So for the both of these runners here, ninjembro and Newbie404, for Professor Chuckles, for myself, Adirondack Rick, thank you guys for joining us. Here's Emma and Phantom Brio for the second race.
As always, happy gaming. Have fun, guys.
Thank you so much to Adirondack Rick and